QuickBooks Pro Plus Desktop 2022 OneNote Vendor section. Get ready because we bookkeeping pros are moving up the hilltop with QuickBooks Pro Desktop 2022. Here we are in OneNote. If you have access to OneNote, would like to follow along, you're not required to, but if would like to, we're in the icon on the left-hand side, the Topic Introduction tab, the 1140 Vendor section tab. Also note, when using OneNote, take a look at the Immersive Reader tool. Our topic introductions will also be in the text area. Same name, same number, but with transcripts. Transcripts that can be translated into multiple different languages and either listened to or read in them. Topic introductions will also have the same name and number in a presentation. Topic introductions designed to give a short overview of the presentation, provide screenshots, links when applicable, as well as general information for general accounting practices, which could then complement what we're going to do in QuickBooks. Closing the icon on the left-hand side, here we're focusing in on the vendor section. The first screenshot that you can use to follow along with the presentation if you so choose, rather than or if you don't have access to the software, is the full screen of QuickBooks, which includes the home page open. And note that we're going to be looking at the major flows here: vendor section, customer section, employees section. And then if you want to zoom in a little bit more closely just to that vendor section, that one component that we'll be focusing in on here, we got the snapshot of this vendor section. When you're looking at the vendor section, you want to think about what the flow is going to be in the vendor section. You could think about the flow from a very kind of basic standpoint. If you don't have inventory, which is typically more basic, either you simply basically write a check to pay your vendors typically, in which case you're more on a cash basis type of system and may be able to rely on the bank feeds a little bit more easily that way. Or you're going to be entering bills that then increase in the accounts payable as you enter the bills, and the other side go into whatever other account is affected, possibly expense accounts like utilities expense, telephone expense, and so on. Then you'll go over and pay the bills. When you pay the bills, it's going to decrease the accounts payable account, and the other side is going to be decreasing the cash. If you have inventory, that's when you're going to use this top line related to inventory. The purchase order is basically a request for the inventory from the vendor, but no transaction actually happens at that point because no inventory has been received and there has been no cash or money or transaction that cash has been paid. Then you're going to receive that inventory with a bill and check it at that point in time, entering the bill, increasing the accounts receivable, increasing the inventory. So that's just a quick recap. We'll go into in a bit more detail in the presentation. You can use the screenshots as a follow along if you would rather look here and not have the QuickBooks program open, or if you don't have access to it.